Although some resettlement farms government had allocated since independence have not been optimally utilized, Faniel maintains his farm has grown in leaps and bounds. He attributes his success to willingness to farm sustainably in line with the agricultural sustainable processes. Faniel farms with cattle, sheep, and goats, as well as vegetables and fruits to supplement his livestock farming income. He has 3 employees.
The government trusts me with this farm and with this land, and I must protect the image of my government. So it means I must try my level best and showcase as a leader what can a human being do on a commercial farm. I'm not a commercial farmer, but this was a commercial farm and it was managed by a human being like myself. So I must try to go in his footsteps and say, okay, you leave this farm on the standard. I must keep it or I must improve it. So it's just a principle of willingness. What you are trying to do, what you are trying to protect the image of yourself, and what you are trying to also protect the image of your government. That's all. It's willingness.
Faniel appeals to government to review the resettlement criteria.
The principles of allocating land to that so-called farmers, needed people. The principle for me in person was not good. The scrutiny of the process, looking for who is the person who is applied for that farm. The story is when you apply for a land, let me call it a resettlement land, the forms or the policy is saying from 0 to up to what number you can even apply to have a land. That in itself, it's not good.
Commenting on why commercial farmers have an edge over resettlement farmers, Faniel had this to say.
What the government, the colonial government have done to the grandfathers and what, for them, they pump in resources to the farmers, pump in resources by giving 800 Karakulsi material for that house to starting fencing material, what. So the starting speed of that so-called commercial farmers, the colonial farmers, the speed was very fast. So then, if my father was a millionaire of 10 million and he passed on, as his son, I start here, work that 10 million and just move on. There's no loan for me. I have no reason to suffer.
Faniel says there is a need for resettlement farmers and government officials to collectively find a turnaround strategy to push for productivity that will contribute to the country's GDP. He suggested a hosting of a national conference on resettlement. Lukman Klute, NBC News, Farm Harbors.